Ladies and gentlemen, I stand on the fact that the internet wanted to hate this game. It was an okay game. If it had the time, they might have been able to fix it. I stand on that. But one thing I can no longer stand on, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this headline. One of the things that I was talking about that I felt like was really weird was people's claim they love the mom and pop shop. They love the indie studios. So that's why I was a little bit more lenient. According to Google, according to the developers as well, because they said it in videos, this game was developed and published by Wildlight. It was supposed to be a game, Highguard in specific, and published by a studio that had very limited amounts of resources. And honestly, it made sense why they cut half of the staff in half within the first 2 weeks of the game's launch. Small indie studio, they probably spent all their money on development and they really needed people to buy skins. But new reports are coming out claiming this shit might have all been a lie. We might have been bamboozled. Why aren't I playing it? Because they gave up on the game. I'm not gonna, if they gave up on their game, I'm not gonna play it. What the fuck? I'm not obligated to play this shit. You see what I mean when I'm talking about when people try to push agendas and shit like that? You see what I'm saying? You thought you got me with that one. Yeah, we got hoodwinked. According to numerous sources, Tencent, a company that's allegedly backed by the CCP, was secretly funding Highguard. Which, by the way, none of this has been proven. It's all hearsay at this point. But if we get definitive details that this game was backed by Tencent, this is crazy. I can't feel nothing for y'all because the reality is that not only were you not an indie game, you lied about that, but you are potentially being accused of being backed by one of the most powerful conglomerates in the fucking world. You're not being backed by some little publisher like THQ who got a few pennies to throw out to throw a remaster, the millionth remaster of Darksiders 2. We are talking about a company that is basically the Chinese EA, the Chinese Activision. This is crazy. Chinese gaming giant Tencent was the undisclosed lead financial backer for Wildlife Entertainment, the studio behind 2026's most tumultuous game launch, sources familiar with the matter tell GameFile. Neither company has previously discussed the financial relationship, and reps for both did not provide a comment by press time. Wildlight's funding has been one of several mysteries swirling around the studio and its debut game, free-to-play first-person multiplayer shooter Highguard. So right now, there's no, as you can see, there's no details. It's just an accusation. I wish they would state where this is coming from, but this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Freaking, hold up. Let's do this one. If they find definitive evidence that this game was not independent, it's gonna make you guys look so fucking crazy. Any type of defense that anybody could potentially run for y'all is going out the window. Because friendly reminder, one of the developers hopped on Twitter and wrote an entire sad note. He wrote a whole novel talking about the development process. And in part of it was, he was saying he felt like they were made out to be a joke, which was unfortunate because they were a small indie studio and he felt like people on the internet were punching down. And I kind of agreed with that part. Because if it was a self-published, self-developed, self-funded game and they stumbled out the gate, I'm gonna be a little bit more lenient. they don't have the money of EA and Ubisoft and Activision. So I'm gonna be a little bit more lenient and say, I'll give you a chance to figure it out. We'll give you 6 months to like a year. It's not like X-Defiant, who was backed by Ubisoft. Whatever sympathy you were trying to garner on the internet is gonna go out the door because people are gonna find out one of the key things about your game was a fucking lie. You were pretending to be independent. Just like Chance the Rapper. Just like Chance the Rapper. So, we need some explaining, man. We need some, y'all gotta come out, man. I know one of your favorite strategies is y'all like to pretend like nothing's going on, but somebody at the studio needs to release a statement and comment on these accusations. Because you're damn near packed up. If this comes out to be true, you're 100% packed up, man. 100% packed up. Because the reality is that you got caught lying about something that you didn't need to lie about. The main focus in the conversation with Highguard was the quality of the game. Some of you niggas was lying and saying that you don't like it because you're tired of live service games. That's a lie. Because we could pull up all the top games, the best selling games on PS5 and Steam, they're all live service games. That's why I said, for the millionth time, in order to get to the root of the issue, we have to start talking about the quality of said games and how we can improve them, instead of trying to push these goofy ass talking points to come across as more intelligent than what we actually are. Because y'all say one thing and do a different thing. But whatever type of grace you thought you was gonna get is gonna go out the window if motherfuckers found out you was lying about something you didn't need to lie about. So then I gotta present the question. One of the trends we've seen over the last few years is the rise of fake games, like The Day Tomorrow, wherever that bullshit was. Could this be a new potential game? A new potential trend? Could we see the rise of the fake indie games? Where studios come out and announce their game and say, we're an indie studio? Because the reality is that there is, it may not be you listening, but there is a segment of the gaming community that when they hear something is indie, they are more inclined to support. Look at the Silk Song niggas, some of the most annoying niggas on earth. They were on the internet saying that Expedition 33 did not have good art design. One of the dumbest fucking arguments that I've ever seen. So there are people out there ready to ride for the little guy. They love a mom and pop story. I do too. But this ain't it, man. I'm gonna need y'all to comment, man. I'm gonna need y'all to comment. The layoffs make sense now? They do. And that's where before I move on, I wanna say they do. The layoffs make sense. In my head, I was thinking they got laid off because this was an indie, 100% indie developed and published game. And maybe they made the mistake of where they burned through all their cash during the development process and they needed day one for people to buy skins. When nobody bought skins, I thought that's the reason they were laying people off. But if the rumor comes out, it's true that Tencent was backing this game, now it shifts to the reason half the staff got laid off was because one of the biggest investors in the gaming industry saw y'all wasn't making no money and they said, get that shit the fuck out of here. Because the reality is that we already got Ubisoft on the books. The company that's been developing a game for over 20 years, spent over $500 million. And it still has not came out yet. Then they went to the Singapore government and they begged, they pleaded, and they raggedy clothes. They said, please, Singapore government, sponsor Skull and Shit. We want to make this live service pirate slop. Tencent bought that company. They bought that company. So So they already trying to re-up off the fucking 6 games that just got canceled, including the Prince of Persia. And now they got Highguard on the books that didn't sell a single skin. Well, I don't want to say that. I don't know how many skins it sold. You got to look at it from Tencent's perspective. They are investors. They're taking back-to-back L's. They can't do it, man. They can't fucking do it. So I need somebody from the Wildlife Entertainment to get on the internet and answer that we need answers. Are you indie or not? And if you're not, why'd you fucking lie? You lied, you fucking lied, man. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If you thought the internet was gonna get off your ass, if this comes out and proven to be true, oh my God. I predict 45-minute, hour-long video essays on the rise and fall of Highguard for the next 6 months. Anybody who's struggling to be a YouTuber, that's the video they about to drop. And all they gonna do is copy one another. Ain't nobody gonna add nothing new in terms of context, in terms of the conversation, no type of unique perspective. It's just gonna be like bad game. Oh my God, our algorithms are gonna be ruined. And to make matters worse, today it was revealed the Highguard website is now down. The social media page hasn't posted since February 12th. They're hovering around 1,000 players, and plus we already know about the staff being laid off. But it gets worse. Not only is the Highguard, matter of fact, let's try it ourselves. Highguard.com. Did I spell that right? I be spelling Highguard wrong for the wrong. Let me make sure I spell that shit right. Highguard.com. Oh, Lord. It's not fake news. It's real. It's real. The website is down. This is gonna be, yo, when inevitably this game gets canceled, this is gonna be a masterclass in how not to launch your game. And the worst part is, I told y'all what to do, and they didn't listen. But it gets worse, chat. It gets worse. Apparently, if you go to YouTube, so for those unaware, when you upload a video on YouTube and it's a gaming related video, if you want to help with discovery, if you go into the settings, you switch to the gaming category, you can type in the game title, and then it'll hook you into the algorithm for that game. Kind of like how it is if you ever streamed on Twitch. You select what game you're playing. And I gotta give it to you, for a bunch of niggas who seem to hate this game and say it's dead, y'all are definitely going out y'all way. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did not wake up this morning and think to check the Highguard website. I did not wake up this morning and think to check the Highguard category on YouTube. But some unemployed person went on YouTube and searched Highguard in the gaming category, and it's no longer there. Is it still on Twitch? Let me see. Highguard. It's still there. It's still there on Twitch. But on YouTube, it's gone. Yeah, hating is a full-time job. So, I say all that to say this. It's all but inevitable. I'm about 95% sure. Within the coming weeks, there will be an article that drops. Hashtag YouTube down. There will be an article that drops that says that this game is being shut down. Because why did you take the website down? Why did you take the website down? Shout out to Care Bear with the sub. Appreciate it. Before we move on, I just want to say, to repeat and reiterate, bring it full circle, I think this will be a masterclass. Highguard will be studied on the do's and don'ts in terms of how to launch a game. You know, I think it's also going to be, I think this game is also going to prove how important Q&A is. You know, actually getting feedback on a product, because one of the things that the developer who crashed out on Twitter said is, internally, everybody loved the game at the studio. So he was shocked when people didn't like it on social media. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why a beta is important. If I took down a notepad, if I opened up a notepad and I just drew dicks all over the fucking paper and I'm giggling and I'm laughing, of course I like it. I drew the dicks. But if I show you, you're gonna be like, nigga, why you drawing dicks? The point is, you have a bias and you have to recognize that when you are creating something, naturally you are going to like it. It's kind of like when you write a paper. You ever wrote a paper before? Most y'all niggas flunked, but for the people who didn't, you ever wrote a paper before and you hand it into the teacher, like your rough draft, and you get it back and it's mad marks everywhere. And you'd be like, damn, I didn't even notice that. A lot of times when we create something, we don't notice the mistakes that we make. And that is why feedback is important. And that's why I said where I think this game fucked up is originally the CEO said that it was supposed to be shadow dropped. The moment they decided that they didn't want to shadow drop it anymore and they wanted to reveal it at the Game Awards, they should have did an open beta the night that it was revealed at the Game Awards. That way they can get some proper feedback. But what happened is they waited a month, radio silence, and just they allowed narratives and unrealistic expectations to fester. And it became this culmination of just this super negative Venom symbiote that just attacked Highguard. And some of that is their fault. It is 100% their fault. So I'm just waiting on the announcement at this point. It is what it is, man. I'm TBH's age. Tight shit. I'm not upset there wasn't a beta because the game was free. I feel that, but they shouldn't have went a month of radio silence. They fucked up. Super unfortunate just when they dropped the black character on Black History Month. Shit is crazy, man. And more positive news. Keep in mind, that story has not been confirmed. It's just a rumor, but we will be keeping an eye on the whole Tencent allegations. And more positive news, Crimson Desert, more details have been revealed about Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert has no leveling. You won't have to chase experience to become stronger. You won't have to get XP, basically. Instead, you need to discover the open world, find abyss artifacts, materials to upgrade your gear, and blueprints in the wild. This will make you stronger and determine how difficult Crimson Desert will be. I think this video is not loading for me because I'm downloading this update. Oh, wait, I'm not downloading anymore. It's done. It's crazy how you sneak in, how YouTube is down right now. How I snuck it in. It's right there. It's trending. And plus, people are complaining they're having trouble viewing the stream. Why is this video not playing for me is the question. I quote tweeted it. Let me see if it'll play there. Is this a YouTube video? That might be why. It's not loading. You get the gist of it. Basically, you'll have to explore. I hope this leads to cool level design. Kind of like I was saying, kind of like the old, remember the tombs in Assassin's Creed? That was basically really cool level design. I hope they have like basically leveled puzzles, basically. I think that would be really cool. But YouTube's working again. It's going to be struggling for the next few hours because the thing is, when something goes down, once it's finally back up, everybody's going to be trying to hop on it all at once, which is going to cause even more problems. That's why it sucks when a website goes down. I've never seen YouTube act like this before. I've seen it before. You must be young. Yeah, the first time in my life YouTube was down. I've seen it be down before. Y'all be all right. Yeah, we'll be all right. I'm not sure about Crimson Desert. It took me a while to admit it looked cool, but just something about it just doesn't like. I feel like that's what a lot of people say. It just looks too good to be true. And I'm like, let's wait for the reviews to come out and try to get some hands-on time with the game, and then we'll see. In other news, the Ramageddon, it continues to get worse. Valve admits the Steam Deck's availability is being affected by the memory and storage shortages. Translation: AI data centers eating up all the GPUs and RAM is not only going to slow down the progress of the PS6 and the next Xbox, it's going to slow down the progression of technology as a whole, but it's also going to slow down the Steam Deck if you wanted one. So I know they sold out of the regular models and they're not making them anymore. And I think they just sold out of the OLED models. If you were looking to get another one, it's going to be hard to find. I'm not reading this. You get the gist of it. Also, people can make AI cat videos, and your president can make AI Obama monkey videos, bruh. That nigga is... And I mean a lot. The Ramageddon gets worse, and it's gonna continue to get worse, is because they just want more power and more data centers for some fucking reason, bro. Brother, get me out of this timeline. And the worst part is they ain't making no money. That's why I think it's a bubble that's gonna burst. A giant red flag is ChatGPT introducing ads. Do you know why they introduced ads, guys? That's because most of you are not buying that $20 a month premium plan, and they have shareholders to appease. So the happy medium is they introduced ads, which means the platform is going to slow down. It's going to get worse. Yeah, they're poor. They're fucking poor, man. Oh shit. So hey, maybe the bubble will burst sooner than we expect, because these motherfuckers are introducing ads, bro. Legion Go and the ROG Ally are better alternatives to the Steam Deck and has twice the power. Well, it's because they're newer. I think everybody knows that they're newer. People like the Steam Deck because it's the price to performance. You're comparing hardware that just came out last year to hardware that came out 3-4 years ago. Of course it's going to be better. Also, that doesn't change. The conversation is based around storage limitations, right? So you saying the ROG Ally is better and the Legion Go serves no purpose, because that affects the Legion Go and the ROG Ally. They just haven't announced anything. Guys, all computers use RAM. I don't know. Come on, what's going on, chat? What's going on? Oh, I thought I was... What's going on, man? All technology will be affected, guys. Shout out to Lay Shadow with the sub. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I got my deck because of the Steam's brand. Yeah, it's gonna have a bigger community, so it's gonna have like more mod support and shit like that. Bro, that soundbite kills me every time. I wonder if the young niggas don't get it when I play that AOL sound. Yo, shout out to John with the sub. Appreciate it. Anybody looking forward to, I forgot it was even coming, but the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes game? If you thought it was canceled, according to this article, the Snake game remains in development, but changes are apparently afoot. Developer Atomic Arcade's new G.I. Joe game focused on Snake Eye remains in development following the upheaval at the studio. Hasbro, which owns the IP in the studio, said in a statement to WCCF Tech that the game is not canceled. However, changes are underway behind the scenes. The team is currently taking time to evaluate the path forward for the game. While decisions haven't been finalized, we're committed to providing updates as soon as we're available, Hasbro said. Questions about the fate of the game and developer Atomic Arcade came to light recently when the developer said their studio had been shuttered by what does shuttered mean? Shut down? By Hasbro? The exact status of the studio right now is unknown, so we don't know, actually. Huh. What games have they made? When they announced this? I forgot. I don't know. That's a good question. She said, we're going to play this off stream. The Android sound is taking me out. I got to play that shit, because sometimes some of y'all, I get y'all want to be part of the conversation, but let's stay on topic. Because some of the stuff that, I'm not going to lie, most of the time it do come from the YouTube chat. Them comments be a little... let's see. What we no shade. I'm not mad. Like, I was like, come on, let's just stay on topic, guys. Like, we create engaging and fun games that ignite your imagination. What games is this shit? Untitled game. I'm gonna imagine this is the Snake Eyes game. Have they never made a game? I gotta enter my birthday for what, bruh? Let's see. Submit. Oh, it was just for a wallpaper, bro. So the only thing they made is G.I. Joe, and that shit ain't even out. Yeah, chat. I don't know, man.
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off stream.
The studio got killed. They have no resume. So I'm gonna be honest, there's no reason to be excited about this game. Until we see a trailer, if we ever do, there's no reason to be excited about this game. Damn, entering birthdays for a game's website feels ancient, don't it? What else I got for ya? Avowed is finally getting a new game plus and a photo mode alongside the PS5 launch today. Obsidian and Xbox Game Studios Avowed has finally launched on PS5 today alongside the new game plus and a photo mode and more. It was released exclusively on Xbox and PC February 2025, but it's now on PC. Does anybody care about Avowed coming to PS5? Let me know. PS5 release trailer. Anybody care? I feel like this game kind of came and went. Yeah, no PS4 update. Buy a ROG Ally, Best Buy. Best Buy got a gang of them, open box. How much it costs from Best Buy, open box? Like, what's the discount? I would consider it if the discount was right. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I'm not like super interested in a ROG Ally is not even the price, but I'm not gonna lie, that nigga LTG ruined the word ROG, man. Like, that nigga turned that shit into a slur, bro. So I was like, I don't know if I want to own anything called a ROG, bro. The gaming ROG, that shit is fucking funny, bro. No shade to LG. I think it's fucking funny, but you know, it is what it is. I knew you was gonna say that shit. That nigga ruined that word.
Don't rush into danger too quickly.
They got guns.
I got this.
Wait, this first and third person? Yeah, it is. Combat and exploration in Avowed is great. Machine, what would you rate it? What would you rate it out of 10? No, not DLC. It's for the PS5 launch. New Game Plus. A solid 7, an 8. It's all right. Never understood the hate for this game. I don't think this game got hated. Nah. We gotta work on the vocab. This game did not get hated. Like, especially after we just seen what happened with Highguard and then also what's going on with Marathon. Like, those games are getting hated. I think people were just indifferent about this game. It kind of just came out and got forgotten. This game is a victim of what I've been describing, a new phenomenon in games. There's so many new games coming out. It feels like there's no space for a 7 out of 10. Most of y'all are saying a 7 or 8. If you say a 7 or an 8, to me that means it's a 7. Because if it is an 8, you'd say a fucking 8. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like there's not a lot of space for a 7 out of 10 unless you get it on sale. Everything has to be knocked out of the park because there's more competition than ever. Because there's more competition than ever, why would anybody? I feel like when I was a kid, you know, great games were not coming out every day, every week. So a 7 was more acceptable. But despite what the ball and gun gamers say, there's plenty of great games to play. Why waste your time playing a 6 or a 7 when you could just go play a 9 or a 10? And I think that's why Highguard failed. Like, it's not a terrible game, and like, I'll stand on that shit. It's not the worst game I ever played. It's just there's better shit out there. That's 100% fair if that's your argument. That's why I'm on Neo 3. You said don't start. And I didn't mean it like that. I just said a 6 or a 7. I didn't do the whole thing, guys. You guys are making a meme. You niggas turn into fucking toddlers when I say that shit, bro. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Just not a lot of space for average. So I need these studios to start knocking it out the park. Speaking of the government spying on you, for those who haven't been following the story, last week Discord announced that all new miners that make a Discord account will have to scan their government ID into their platform, which caused a lot of problems for 2 reasons. A, you're giving up your personal info for an unencrypted platform doing God knows what with your data. Also, they had a data breach of 70,000 people, so they don't have good security. Well, there's 3 reasons actually. The second reason is it's found out one of the investors for Discord is one of the owners of Palantir, which is currently somebody who's trying to push a surveillance government state. Real life, they're the real life devil. if you're not familiar with the, not to get too woke on anybody, but if you're not familiar with the CEO of Palantir, I suggest you look him up and look up the things that he says. He's a real life crackpot with fucking unlimited money. He's like a drugged out, idiotic Lex Luthor, bro. Like, ugh. And then the third problem is you're making it easier to access minors with Discord. So if you or somebody who were into that weird shit, someone like, I don't know, Dr. Disrespect or King Nappy or any of those VTubers, if you were one of those people, you're making it easier for them to get access to these people, because all you would have to do is make a new account and not verify yourself. So you know you're going to be put in a pool with other people who are probably younger. So Discord's looking a little weird right now, and it's caused some negative feedback. Now people are looking for alternatives to Discord, and I jokingly said that TeamSpeak is about to come back. Yeah, the Roblox CEO. I jokingly said TeamSpeak's about to come back, and it looks like it might actually come back. The Discord files. I've seen people talk about other apps. I've seen one called like Fluxer or some shit like that. It's supposedly just like Discord, but it's encrypted, privacy based and shit like that. This is sticky because I feel like with this, it came out of nowhere. And one thing Discord has done really good, and I feel like this is why they felt like they were able to announce that you're gonna have to scan your government info into the app. I think they thought they would be able to get away with it because Discord has done a really good job of clawing their ways into everybody's life. At least if you're a nerd. Matter of fact, not even if you are a nerd. My mom has a Discord server for like her and her friends and shit like that. And that's how they communicate. It's free. It's low latency, low impact on your hardware and shit like that. I know people organize protests through Discord and stuff like that. It's become its own social media platform. And it took 10 years to get here because I think Discord came out in 2015. It's now 2026. So it took 10, 11 years to get here. But they've implemented themselves into everybody's life. So I feel like they thought they would be able to get away with this. And that's why people are like scrambling for an alternative. But like there's still, I haven't found anything better than this shit. But Discord rival gets overwhelmed by mass exodus of players fleeing age verification crackdown, bruh. People aren't taking kindly to Discord's decision to roll out its privacy invading age verification checks worldwide. In fact, there's so much frustration with that move that the rival voice chat text TeamSpeak says its servers have been completely overwhelmed by the exodus of disgruntled Discord servers. As reported by PC Gamer, TeamSpeak has posted to Twitter to warn users that current hosting capacity has been reached in many regions, especially in the United States, along with an exploding cat meme. It credits these perhaps welcome technical issues to the incredible surge of new users joining TeamSpeak and subscribing to communities, and adds that the company is working on expanding availability across additional regions. Yeah, the Mumble Ghost might be back. So, yeah, people are dead ass flocking back to TeamSpeak. People are looking for an alternative to Discord. Recently just found out that, and this might be the play, I think we talked about it on the podcast, but Steam has its own version of Discord that they just launched quietly. If I'm not gonna lie, here's some free game. If anybody from Steam sees this stream, if I were you, I'd start pushing this feature. This shit is so new, I don't even know how to access it. Ethos made one for us. So if Discord really goes to shit, we might be moving the community over to fucking Steam, bruh. Yeah, Steam has their own version of it. Oh, here you go, group chat. This is what it looks like. So me, Ethos, JG, and Watts are in it. You can see who's playing games just like Discord on the right-hand side. You see we can add voice channels, and you can also add text channels. Oh wait, y'all can't see it because my thing. So right there, you see we can add voice channels, we can add text channels, and then we have 4 members in the server. We could add more people. So see, I could do a public link if I wanted to. So if push comes to shove, I'm letting y'all know we are probably gonna move over the community over to Steam. Cause I made it. I think I said it on the podcast. I'm not scanning my fucking ID into Discord. They can eat a dick. I'm being dead ass serious. There's nothing important enough going on Discord where I'm giving up my government information for that shit. Well, Discord, we tested the voice chat too. It's good. So if anybody at Steam sees this, if y'all want to get even more popular, I don't know if they did this shit on purpose or it was just the perfect timing and it was completely accident. But Steam, yo, this is why we were talking about 2 podcasts ago. People love Steam and they're so loyal to it. Perfect timing. I would promote this feature because they quietly launched this shit. Most people don't ask me how to do it. If you want to set up your own Steam server, Discord server on Steam, go on YouTube and look it up because Ethos did it. I don't even know how to do this shit, bro. Because I don't want to pay for TeamSpeak either. I'm gonna be honest. And the best part is too, you can get Steam on your phone. So for the people who aren't PC gamers, you can still use it. You says please clip this and put it on YouTube. Somebody clip it for me and then I'll make a highlight out of it. I can find it later. I should put it on I should put it on Twitter to go viral because I don't think people know about it. I could promote it. You're right. That's a free viral clip. I mean, I'm gonna make a mental note right now. Steam group chat Twitter clip. Save. All right, I made a mental note. Downfall of Discord is now people never thought TeamSpeak would fall. Real shit. You are never too big to fail, bro. You are never too big for your britches. And the funny part about Discord and the reason why they're panicking is because Discord doesn't make any money. The company that makes no fuck right now they're offering discounts on Discord Nitro because they're so desperate. The company that's made no fucking money in the last 10 years thought it was a good idea to force us to scan our government IDs into a fucking platform. You guys are poor. The fuck out of here. Like, you don't got no clout like that. You guys are fucking poor, man. Before I move on, I think what sucks about this story as a whole is I like Discord because one thing Discord did is it unified PC gaming to the point where I'm going to be honest, some of y'all don't even know what PC gaming was like before Discord. You used to have to buy your own. You either had to use a free TeamSpeak server or you had to buy your own Ventrilo, TeamSpeak or Mumble Ghost or Mumble server, and it could only hold the amount of people that you can afford. Skype, if you were really poor, I hated Skype because that'll fuck up your PC, but Skype don't exist anymore. But what Discord did is it brought everybody together under one umbrella because it'd be times where I would want to play like Battlefield 4. Discord wasn't around when we were playing Battlefield 4. We were playing on TeamSpeak, Mumble, and the one y'all just mentioned, the Skype. And it'd be times where like, all right, we're gonna play Battlefield 4. I'm gonna go play with my new homeboys, right? You should come join us, right? So you get invited to come play with a new friend group via one of your friends, right? But these niggas might be on Raid Call and you got Skype. Now you got to download Raid Call. You got to make a new account. You see what I'm saying? That's what PC gaming used to be. PC gaming has come a long way. Discord solved all that. Everybody got to I take business meetings on Discord. So a world where motherfuckers got to have 10 different voice apps is going to be fucking annoying just to play with everybody. Yeah, Ventrilo. Ventrilo was like, it was the third option. TeamSpeak was the most popular. I would say Mumble was second, then there was Ventrilo. You get 32 free slots with TeamSpeak, but I know that's not enough for some people. Yeah, that wouldn't be enough for us, like for our community. That's why I said we looking into that Steam shit. From what I can tell, it's unlimited.